My letter to my daughter. You are no longer a child, and I will stop speaking to you as one. You are becoming a young woman, and as such, there are things that I need you to know. I see your good grades in school, and I know how smart you really are. But you are still young, and inexperienced in the ways of the world. Daughter, you are transforming into a beautiful young woman. Men will find you attractive, you will likely have many suitors in your life. But do you know what kind of boy/man you should be looking for? Guapo for sure, but generally speaking guapo doesn't pay the bills. Let me explain to you the nature of men. There are high-level men, medium-level men and low-level men. A high-level man is generally an upper-income earner. They are intelligent, driven, responsible, assertive, and leaders. A high-level man will rarely be around, generally they are workaholics. A medium-level man will have a career, will work hard to support their families, they tend to be dedicated, hard-working, honest, responsible, and boring. A low-level man is poor, lazy, has zero potential, and works a dead-end job. He hates his life and will make everyone around him as miserable as he is. So what about women? Men really only tend to separate women into three categories. Category 1. Wifey material, these women are the only ones that men will ever think about marrying. Category 2. Sex only, these are generally attractive women who have glaring personality quirks or masculine tendencies. Category 3. Not an option. These are women who are unattractive, or straight up crazy. Men do not want anything to do with Category 3. So what do men want in a woman? The first thing that catches our eye is beauty. This is the reason boys approach you and talk to you. Beauty alone can get you a date, but that's only half the equation of what men are looking for. All men want a quiet woman, one that listens to them and lets them lead the family. High-level men are looking for a woman that won't embarrass them in social situations, as you are a reflection of them. If there was one thing that men are looking for second only to beauty is purity. Most men don't want to wife a girl who has slept with a bunch of partners. I know you are in high school now, and you must hear gossip of what other students are doing. When I was in high school, there were some very promiscuous females and they were very popular with the boys. I tell you this to warn you, your decisions you make over the next few years can have devastating consequences and possibly ruin your life. Today I will tell you about men. The first thing I would explain to you is that men have an instinctual and powerful urge to procreate. This urge goes even crazier during our teenage years, during the many hormonal changes we experience during puberty. This can make some men act very aggressively in seeking a sexual partner. There are different methods that men use when trying to convince a girl to have sex. Gaslighting, the act or practice of grossly misleading someone especially for one's own advantage. The most common use of this one is when a guy who absolutely doesn't love you, but tells you he loves you so he can have sex with you. Emotional blackmail, an attempt to control someone with whom one has an emotional connection by tactics that make the person feel guilty or upset. This usually comes out sounding like, "If you loved me you would do it." There are also psycho men, who think that you owe them something because they bought you a drink, or dinner etc. Simply walk away from such men. If they follow you then spray them with pepper spray. A drink or a dinner does not entitle men to anything from you. However, I would caution you not to lead men on. Do not go on a date with anybody who you cannot actually see a future with. Be honorable and honest always, my daughter. If you want to get a high-value man, or even a medium-value man, you need to retain your purity. Respect yourself and know your value. You have a long time still yet to find your Mr. Right. Do not throw that opportunity away for popularity. Do not risk getting pregnant. Look around you, daughter, if you want better than what you see right now. You need to be smart, you need to choose a man that's worthy of you. You are beautiful and intelligent, I hope you will see the wisdom in my words. I love you and have your best interests in mind. I don't tell you this because I want it but because I need to. No matter what happens you can always count on me to tell you the truth. Men will lie to get you to sleep with them. But remember, with every partner you share a bed with, you lose a chunk of purity you can never get back. Most men's interest fades after you have a child. If the father of your child doesn't marry you, you will have a very difficult time finding somebody that wants to raise your kid. This usually will result in you getting stuck labeled as a Category 2 girl by just about every man that learns you have a child. It can be difficult to graduate college or get a high-paying job if you have a child while you are still a teenager. Your relationships may just seem like a bit of light-hearted fun now. But things can get very serious very fast, and I just want you to think hard about all the consequences. I want you to understand why boys and men will push you to have sex. I want you to recognize the lies when you hear them, and understand that you are being manipulated and why. Heed my advice, don't worry about dating now. Concentrate in school, continue to study and work hard. Try to find Mr. Right when you are in early adulthood with your purity still intact, and I promise you will have many options to select from. You will be one of the rarest prizes.